ORST. ORST. There it is. Also, you may want to drop that that M into the space.
Welcome back, everybody, to the CSBA. We have yet another Pac-12 matchup, and if you saw anything like the first one, you can just assume that this one will result in the same entertainment. I am Dalton, joined again by Aaron. Aaron, I know I just asked you an hour ago, but yo, now how are we doing?
Still high on adrenaline, my friends. We're going to have the number 6 Oregon State Beavers take on number 3 USC.
Can you say something again real quick?
Hello? You check 1, 2?
Yeah, your mic is a little funky.
Figured out with that knob, dude. That's good to know.
Oh, brother, it sounds like you, I don't even know. You like, never mind. I was going to say something. It's a little NSFW, so let me, it's like you took your cap off, and now you're just like...
I was in fact not swallowing my microphone. I just turned my gain up way too high.
Okay, yeah. The gain is incredibly high.
Hey, it should be down now. I hope. Double check. No, it's not. Let me change that. My bad.
Live and direct from Dalton's bedroom and Aaron's mouth, his throat. This is a Aaron's throat POV. Pause.
Helmet Falsty goes to CSP.
Oh,
Hudson.
It's like I can only hear the high in the mic, the high gains in the mic, like the high frequencies.
Just turned it down. What the hell?
Yeah, it's it sounds like you're like an evil Disney villain. That's what your mic sounds like.
Did I turn something on by accident? No, my input gain just keeps getting.
Is it on your mic itself or on like a software?
Let me reset the software real quick.
Well, everybody, welcome Oregon State, number 6 in the Pac-12 tourney, taking on number 3 USC. Now, this is a bit of a difference between both teams. Oregon State 1-7 on the season, winless in conference play. USC 5-3 on the season and 3-2 in conference play. Quite a difference in averages as well. USC comes in averaging 82 points, just under 82 points a game, and Oregon State coming just under 69 points a game. So quite a bit difference. I mean, even the point differential, negative 179 on the season for Oregon State and plus positive 13 for USC. So it is two different teams here, obviously, but statistically as well. Johansson grabs the offensive board. Going to find his shooter in the corner. No good. Diesel with a board, and that's going to be good. The two big guys for USC, Diesel and Johansson, are looking to get it going early.
Yeah, right now these second, third, fourth chance points for USC definitely giving Oregon State a back foot look at the moment. We'll have to see, though, if the Beavers able to come back, as Eggers almost gets that one to fall.
Mike sounds so much better, so I'll ask again, how are we feeling now after that first game?
The technical problems have calmed the adrenaline a bit, but it's absolutely wild.
Yeah, it looks like this one is a little different. Bo Burmeister, the guy for Oregon State, just gets it rejected by the guy from USC. Cross is going to try his layup. No good. Johansson offensive rebound, and that's going to be, he jumped over him. He jumped over the guy from Oregon State. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, poor Benedict Eggers just got the mother of all posterizers by the ghost of the CSBA, Bjorn Johansson.
I hope he's not allergic to peanuts. So he's got a face full of them on the dunk there.
Peanuts? No, sir. Those are grapefruits. Get it right.
Finally, Oregon State on the board for 2 minutes of this game almost. They were doing the 0-point challenge, but finally able to get on the board here. Johansson, that's his third offensive rebound already in this game. Henderson over to Johnson. Don't get those two mixed up. Johnson to Johansson. That's going to be good. The alley-oop is going to be a layup, though. Johansson just averaging over 16 points a game, 16.3 coming into this one. Oregon State's going to take an early timeout. USC already up 8.
Yeah, you mentioned Johansson being the guy. Yeah.
They got a few of them.
Yeah. Third on the team in rebounds per game behind Diesel and Curry, the two centers here. Leads the team in points per game. Is pretty good with the assists as well, averaging 2 a game. Leads the team in steals, leads the team in overall efficiency. So yeah, between him and Diesel, definitely two of the ones to watch here for the Trojans.
Yeah, coming into this game, LaDante Diesel, 8.5 rebounds a game and 10.9 points a game, close to a double-double average on the season, but nice pass perception there from Chris. He's going to come away with that steal. Another alley-oop over to Johansson, and that's good, 12-4.
Yeah, size-wise, looking at the rosters, both these teams pretty evenly matched. Oregon State only 2 players with above 7 foot for USC. It's only the one in junior center, Stephen Curry Jr.
Frazee is a guy that can get it done. Oh my goodness, Johansson's having a field day. I mean, he's literally having a field day out here. Already with 10 points, double the total of Oregon State, more than. He may go for 40 the way it's looking.
Yeah, unfortunately, Johansson, I believe, playing that center role here for USC, which Oregon State doesn't really have anybody that can match up against that kind of prowess defensively, as Johansson gets another one to go. Poor Coriander just not able to keep up with the ghost of the CSBA.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a master at his craft right now. Johansson already with 12 points on the night, and it's been 5 minutes of gameplay.
John Lee with a nice bucket there, though, to shrink the lead to 10 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first. I believe that's Oregon State going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, Bo Burmeister the second for Oregon State, averaging 12.6 points a game and 5.6 boards a game. Both of those respectively team, leading the team. Tyler Hellman, the man Hayes. This is what I have been informed to call him, with the whole last name and everything. 3.9 assists a game for him, is the team leader for him as well. The last matchup for these two, USC taking the win. Obviously, Oregon State winless in conference play. 89-61 was the total there.
Yeah, definitely not a great game, that one. But Oregon State looking to push the tempo here as Coriander with a nice rebound through after Davidson trying doubling up on Tubman.
Yeah, it was a nice pass out of that shot attempt. He realized that he was double contested and just kicked out to the wide open guy and able to knock down a two. Curry Jr. checks in, and you're going to see Johansson out of the game after his early hot start.
It's going to be interesting to see how well this USC team's going to do in this one with Johansson on the bench now.
Well, he goes to the bench, and they already have 2 offensive rebounds with him on the bench, so we're going to see a foul on Chris there, but
fair.
I see what you're saying. I feel like you mentioned the size being the same, but I don't know if it's a size difference rather or more so a skill difference. Respectfully, this USC team is just they're just really, really good. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, I again, not to be disrespectful. There is potentially a bit of a skill difference between the starting units for USC and Oregon. Johansson, of course, being the biggest example of that.
We have a miss here from the free throw line for Oregon State. Definitely want to knock down those free ones. Brummer over to Curry Jr. And another 2 points rather in the paint for USC. I'm sure that total. Have they even knocked down an outside shot?
I don't think either of these teams have knocked down anything from beyond the arc. I could be wrong about that, though.
Well, definitely, I don't think USC has. Johansson, however you pronounce his name, notoriously not good with name pronunciations, but he has 12 out of the 18 points, and we just saw that layup, 12 out of 16, or 14 out of 18 rather. And I think those other 4 have come from inside the paint as well. So. Kayvon Tubman at the line. He's in double figures on the season, 10.1 points per game. Saw him knock down a shot earlier, right out of the timeout. It was a flush, a dunk. Chance to add 2 more points to his night. Sports Dude says he wants to see an upset.
I mean, this would be the game for it. Oregon State definitely massive underdogs here is Ford fouling Curry Jr. there.
USC also averaging 20.9 assists per game as a team, which is, just for reference, Oregon State averages 15.1, UCLA 15.1, and Oregon 15.4. So, I mean, that's 5 more assists than all 3 of those teams in the conference. So, this is a team that works really well together. I saw a chat earlier, K-Town said Bjorn and Diesel are tanks in the paint and complement each other so well. I can do nothing but agree. This whole team just really meshes well and plays really well together.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Johansson and Diesel really mesh well together. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the 2.8 assists between the two were feeding each other here as both leaders in efficiency numbers here, as that is a huge play by Sniper.
There we go, Sniper, getting things going. But that graphic that was just shown, USC has more offensive rebounds than Oregon State has rebounds in total.
And again, I think it comes down to specifically the skill difference between the 4s and 5s for USC compared to the 4s and 5s for Oregon State.
Another empty trip to the line. Sniper unable to knock down that three-point play. But USC with another miss, and Oregon State has a chance again to cut into this lead. Tubman had a wide open lane, but going to slow things down, try and get things going. Has Ander at top of the key. Go ahead. And
very quietly, this Oregon State bench unit has reduced the lead down to 5. I was going to say 7, 8, whatever the number was. It doesn't matter now. It's a 5-point lead now for USC over Oregon State. The Beavers bench unit doing numbers here against USC, trying to keep their team in it.
Yeah, 14 points is definitely not where you want to be at the end of a quarter, but I mean they've done a good job at holding down, I guess you would say, USC's offensive prowl. They've done a really good job limiting their offensive opportunities. They've only scored 19 in the quarter so far, with one more chance here before the end of the quarter. Curry Jr. is going to back down over Sniper, fakes one over to Davidson the second. He's going to see a double team. It's going to be a contested jump shot, no good. 8 seconds left for Z. Has a chance here to cut into the lead again. Finds his man in the corner. Sniper's going to be a long 2, and that's going to be good, and is now a 3-point game.
Yeah, USC going to just hold on to it here to end the first.
USC coming back, or Oregon State rather, coming back and coming alive whenever the second unit came in. It's really whenever Johansson, I gotta keep saying Johansson so I can get it implemented in my brain, but whenever Johansson went to the bench is whenever you saw this Oregon State team come alive, and Bo Burmeister isn't even on the floor for them.
Yeah, Johansson, tomato. The ghost of the CSBA has definitely been the biggest difference maker for USC. Without him on the court, their offense has become absolutely anemic.
And he's still not here at the start of the second quarter. Hellman, nice backdoor cut, and rewards him for 2 to lay up, and it's a 1-point game.
State really needs to break open the mayonnaise jar here and allow Hellman to help out his team here.
Yeah, well, he's back on the floor along with Burmeister. It's going to be a nice layup from Cross there. Oregon State shooting 8 for 15, good for 53%, but the second shot opportunities coming much more plentiful for USC, which is why they have this lead. Hellman over to Burmeister. He gets his ball plucked. Eggers back over to Burmeister. Over Curry Jr. Spin around jump shot. It's going to be good. A 1-point game.
Yeah. Definitely didn't see this coming, halfway through the first quarter. But, against all odds, it's become a really close game as Bo Cross bangs through a three-pointer.
It's a battle of the bows. Bo Cross knocking down his second consecutive shot. 1 layup, 1 3. He's a 3-level scorer, as you can tell. Oregon State trying to get it to Burmeister, who has the mismatch. No good. Gets the offensive board. Going to rise up over Cross. Called for the foul as Cross is going to send Burmeister to the line for 2.
Yeah, Burmeister, a decent free throw shooter this season. Second on the team at 88% coming into this one.
Yeah, boy, Elijah for Z. Perfect on the season at the free throw line. Only 2 for 2, though.
Yeah, the only player in the 100 club in this game, though.
That is correct. I didn't get yelled at, but I cursed 2 players back to back in one game, and I kind of wanted to slow it down a little bit, you know, because at that point I was like 6 for 6. I hadn't cursed nobody. Then all of a sudden, bang, bang, you know. So I had to tone it down a little bit. Didn't want people to think I'm intentionally casting and cursing.
Yeah, they got you comfortable. They lulled you into a false sense of security, and then the commentators curse, hit and hit hard.
Yes, bro. It was literally in the same quarter, I believe. It was literally two people from different teams, too. So I was like, all right, this is what we're doing now, I guess, whatever. But oh my goodness,
it's Johansson's back.
Yeah, you can tell the crowd standing up for that alley-oop, and that was a dunk contest-worthy alley-oop. Johansson right back into the game and right back into the scoring column as well. He's up to 14.
Call him the ghost of the CSBA from the game I called a couple weeks ago, where he was literally invisible. So he gets a big block there on Eggers. He was literally invisible. You could he was on the court, could not see his player.
When was this?
It was literally just a. This was 2 weeks ago.
Bro dressed up for Harry Potter, the cloak for Halloween. That's what it was.
Yes.
That's what it was. He wasn't actually invisible. He just had a cloak on him. That's hilarious.
But, yeah, definitely making his presence felt here in this one.
Yeah, 14 points, a block, and a few offensive rebounds to go along with it. Hellman seeing a double team out of the inbound play. Burmeister is going to give his man Ander a screen. He's going to rise up for his tough shot. That's going to be good over Johansson. So Johansson finding himself on the opposite side of a good play there for the first time.
That was Jaden Huff, actually, the junior small forward.
My apologies. Henderson is going to try his shot. That's going to be a long 2, I believe. It is. Blaze Henderson, 1 for 2 on the night.
Henderson, a decent contributor for this team. 2 rebounds, an assist and a half, and 8 points a game for him.
Huff over to Hellman. He's going to find Bo in the lane. Over cross. We've seen that work a couple times in favor of Bo Burmeister. It's good for 2 there as well. It's back to a 2-point lead.
It's Bo over Bo, and Bo gets 2 points in the exchange.
They're going to double Johansson. He's going to kick out to Bo. Henderson, another long shot. That's going to be good again for 2. Foot was on the line.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think in order to stop Johansson, they're going to have to double him pretty much every possession, which unfortunately has the side effect of leaving somebody like Blaze Henderson open to get these long 2s.
Yeah, so even though you're trying to stop the bleeding, you still get poked in a different area. Hellman is going to try his 3. That's going to be no good. Diesel able to knock that, or grab that rebound, rather. 8.5 average on the season. Johansson, oh my goodness.
Fouled by Burmeister, so Johansson gonna attempt the 3-point play here. Try and extend this lead to 7 for USC, the biggest it's been since the start of the second quarter.
16 on the night for Bjorn, looking to make it 17 here. I said he may go for 40. He may go for 50 the way he's playing. Unable to knock that one down. Sits at 16 for the night. Gonna find Hellman wide open on the other side of the court. It's good for 2. Nice dunk there from the PG.
Hellman proving that mayonnaise is in fact an instrument. In this case, though, it's an instrument to the potential demise of the USC Trojans.
Johnson, a strong take. It's going to be fouled by Hellman. He'll go to the line for 2. Nobody in the 100 club, as you mentioned, for the USC Trojans. But they score 82 points a game, so does it really matter?
It does not. The closest to the 100 club is Diesel at 93% from the free throw line. P.D. Johnson on the stripe now. He's at 56.
First one's up and good for USC. We're going to see 5 players come in now. 3 Oregon State, 2 for USC. You see Kayvon Tubman come in, and Burmeister's going to check out for the Beavers.
And we're going to see Corey Ander come on. Corey Ander, a member of the 100 Club in a different regard. He is 100% from beyond the arc.
Is that right?
Yes. Don't know his exact shooting numbers. It's probably not very high, admittedly, but He is perfect beyond the arc this season.
Yeah, we don't get the exact numbers for 3-pointers, but we're gonna see Elijah Frazee knock one down from 3.
Yeah, one of the better 3-point shooters here for Oregon State and a member of the 100 Club from the Stripe, as we mentioned earlier.
Oh my goodness, Johansson it doesn't matter what you throw at him, he's going to knock down shots. He's up to 18 points in the first half tonight.
I mean, you got to give props to Coriander, though, for at least trying to put some defensive pressure on Johansson. Johansson just, unaffected by it as Frazee misses that 3-pointer from deep.
Still, Diesel, oh my goodness, a good cut, good find, good pass, good finish. I was going to say,
yeah.
Even though as impressive as Johansson has been throughout this first half, he has 18 in the first half of this. Doesn't match what Jerry Philbin just did with 18 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, Brewer called for a foul on to Sniper. And admittedly, this rotation right now for USC is not good for Oregon State, as USC have both Johansson and Diesel on the floor right now, while Oregon State missing their playmaker in Bo Burmeister II.
Yeah, well, Sniper, he had an opportunity to knock down a free throw earlier in this game, missed it on the chance of a 3-point play. He knocks down this one, though. Chance to go 2 for 3 on the night from the free throw line, and they need all these free throws. As you see, 4 for 8 on the night as a team. You don't want to do that against USC.
Yeah, absolutely not. USC, in the right circumstances, is able to score all over you if you're unprepared for it. So,
Sniper able to go perfect from the line here. 2 points added to Oregon State's total and to his player total. Back to a 5-point game. Oregon State down 5. Surprisingly, based off how the start of this game went.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have expected it. If, we were talking about this midway through quarter 1, I would not have predicted that this would be the score line with 2:40 to go in the second quarter. The bench unit for Oregon State really did a great job trying to keep their team in this one. Haven't taken the lead yet. Still 7. The smallest, I believe, has been 5, which is now matched after that layup from Tubman. We'll have to see if Oregon State, though, able to put the defensive pressure on USC in order to continue to shrink this lead further.
You see Curry Jr. ready to check in for USC. But even on their last trip, without Diesel and without Johansson, they still were able to get 2 offensive rebounds. Or I guess Diesel is in the game, excuse me. Without Johansson, they were able to get 2 offensive rebounds on that last possession, 1 more on this one. It seems like they're getting 1 every trip down the floor. Yeah,
again, Oregon State just doesn't really have anybody that can really contest the boards down low. They definitely have an advantage in size, but the skill of Diesel and Davidson just completely outpaces anything Oregon State can throw at them.
There's another offensive rebound from Brummer after Diesel's miss, and his jump hook will be good. 37, 11 more shot attempts from USC over Oregon State. Even though Oregon State is shooting the better percentage. Still up 7 in this one. Trying to find for Z. Top of the key. He knocked one down earlier. Missing that one. He's missed 2 in a row. Diesel grabs his board. Brewer. Out to Brummer.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets his pocket picked. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're Oregon State, though, you can't really be mad with these shots that Frazee is putting up because they're good looks. Frazee just hasn't really been able to get them to fall.
Well, here's another one. Missing that one as well. Holy. I mean, I'm all for shooters to continue shooting, right? Because I would rather you put shots up and miss rather than pass up good shots. And these are good shots. They're just not falling. Another offensive board, though. Diesel unable to convert the second chance opportunity. For Z's going to go in transition. Finds his man, Ander, down low, but it is picked from Davidson the second. Excuse me, Diesel. Diesel able to knock down that layup in transition. This gives USC a 9-point lead, just under 17 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, Oregon State looks like they're going to hold for last shot here, down by 9.
Shot rejected 1:35 left on the clock. Chris in transition is going to find a nice free throw, distant jump shot, and that's going to be good. USC ballooning the lead up to 11 after it was just 5 heading into the first half. Aaron, break it down for me.
Yeah, the scoring just not really there for Oregon State. It's been the story of their season, really. They've had good looks, but just haven't really been able to get anything to fall. As you take a look at Frazee going to the locker room here, obviously this one well within the hands of the USC Trojans, dominating the boards, especially on the offensive side. We're not going to get a look at those numbers here. We are going to see a Frazee 3 go up and in. We are going to see the defensive rebound numbers between these two teams, which, again, I would not be surprised if that also lent heavily in the direction of USC. Oregon State just really needs to get some of these good looks that they're getting to fall. Otherwise, Johansson and the rest of this Trojan team are going to continue to just absolutely punish these poor Beavers.
Poor Beavers, yes. Got hit in the mouth out of the first quarter, came back, brought it back within 5, and the second quarter obviously got hit again. 26
Oh
to
my
12.
God!
26 to 12. And this is a team, USC, that only averages 32 rebounds a game. And they're 6 away from it at halftime.
I'm pretty sure that that's purely defensive.
The rebounds?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's purely the defensive numbers. I don't think that's combined.
No, I'm pretty sure it's combined. I think it's combined.
I mean, it's still, though.
Yeah, no, still, regardless, it's a ridiculous number to have at halftime. Especially Oregon State only averaging 23 a game, and they're over Oregon State's average for the game in the first half. Thanks to this guy, thanks to Diesel, thanks to Curry, thanks to Davidson the second. I mean, they just have guys that can get it done everywhere.
Yeah, especially the likes of Johansson, who put up 18 in that first half as Hellman gets called for an illegal screen. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
K-Town said, told the guys we were going to beat the Beaver tonight.
That poor Beaver is bruised so black and blue. He looks like a dang platypus.
Yeah, Johansson right out the break. I mean, come on. Are we serious? He's at 20. Beating the Beaver, though, for sure. I mean, it's going to be hard to break through this Trojan. See what I did there? Nice 3 from Oregon State, though. Eggers knocks down his 3.
The shield wall proving to be impenetrable for the Beaver Tails to be able to get through.
Keep it PG, keep it PG. Word from the commission. No, I was talking about the Trojan shield. You know, like the like if you're familiar with history, like the shield of the Trojan. It's hard to break through that shield, and they're definitely showing it tonight defensively. I mean, even offensively too, using it to their advantage, grabbing the offensive boards, lead back up to 12. 22 points, good for Johansson. Nice layup there.
Yeah, a very, very strong layup there by Eggers to get that one through. Johansson here drops the lead back down to 10. Still double digits here for USC. Oh my goodness, what a drive!
Henderson
by Blaze Henderson.
Put it into 3rd gear and just finished with the best of them at the rim. Eggers just knocked down one tough layup. This one's going to be good, too. He's going to go to the line for one more. Bjorn called for the foul.
Yeah, Eggers got 7 now. Again, trying to put the team on his back here. Looking to shrink this back down to a single-digit lead as we'll see Curry Jr. come on in place of Diesel here early on in the 3rd quarter.
Eggers trying to complete this 3-point play. Give this Oregon State team some life. Resuscitate him. No good on that free throw. Lead remains at 10. Johnson's going to see a double team, though. Kicks out to Johansson over to Cross. Had Johansson on the cut. Didn't find him, though. Johnson maybe trying to get things going for him. Gets the ball ripped instead. Eggers coming up defensively. After 2 highlight plays and gets his ball almost ripped. Lee face to face with Curry. Kicks the ball out to Hellman. They'll reset. Down to Burmeister, and I mean, it's just a loose ball fest at this point.
Yeah, a very swift change of style as Johnson knocks down a big three-pointer, pushes his lead up to 13 now for USC.
Yeah, transition defense just completely left Johnson in the corner, wide open for that 3. Lead on the incline. Burmeister trying to put a dent in it though. Nice baseline move. Nice baseline half spin to reward himself 2 more points. And he has 10, a very quiet 10, but he has it.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's contending up against the likes of the ghost of the CSBA, it's not surprising that it's been quiet. He gets a good steal, though, and Hellman, the mayonnaise man himself, comes up with a big layup in transition to cut this lead back down to 9 for Oregon State.
Yeah, single digits for the first time in a few minutes. Let's see if they can continue this defensive effort. We're going to see a nice double team here. Curry Jr. is going to try his one-on-one matchup. A couple spin moves, no good, but they're going to be called for offensive 3 seconds, and you can't do that. You got to be a little bit smarter than that. It's going to be a turnover for USC in favor of Oregon State.
Yeah, Ford going to come on in place of John Lee.
Burmeister right back out to Hellman. Saw a temporary double team on the rotation. Gonna have a backdoor cut. It's gonna be picked off. Curry Jr. saw it coming.
Read.
Johansson has the mismatch. He's not gonna pass it up. He'll just go straight at him over Hellman. He's gonna be called for his 4th personal foul.
Hellman in danger of fouling out here. 4 fouls, and we're not even midway through the 3rd quarter. And you know, if I don't want to say when, even though with the way Hellman's playing, it doesn't seem incredibly likely. If Hellman does end up fouling out, it will be the first time that I've seen a player foul out in the CSBA.
This will be the 2nd time, because I remember the first time, I remember Wired hit me up and he's like, yo, usually I play the hit the road jack sound and I didn't have it. And I still don't have it, so I need to get that. I need to get it on the soundboard. But yes, he's 1 foul away from breaking the mayonnaise jar, and they're going to take him out here.
Yeah, definitely smart. Want to keep his fouls under control.
Tubman trying to get his offensive clinic going. He has 3 or 4 points tonight, averaging 10. Going to need to hit that average for Oregon State to have a chance in this one.
Yeah, is Oregon State going to call a timeout here? Coach Dewey going to talk things over with his squad, probably try and calm Hellman down a bit, and sitting on 4 fouls.
See, Johansson, he's pretty much had that light for the entire game. Just an incredible dominating I was about to say experience, but a dominating performance. Yeah,
there it is.
You gave me the
got there eventually.
Yeah, appreciate it. Forced into a late shot clock. See a double-triple team. Tubman forced into the pass, but he should have shot it. It's going to be a turnover, shot clock violation.
Yeah, I don't think Tubman's going to be able to get that ball over Johansson and I believe it was Justin Chris, the point guard, on him as well on that double team.
Chris, ball in his hand now. Going to dump down to Brewer. He's going to draw the foul. It's going to be on Sniper. It's going to be good for 2. He'll go to the line for 1 more.
Still 13-point lead here for USC. Going to look to make it 14 is Brewer.
No good. Another missed free throw from Oregon State. I just noticed Johansson is wearing no-shows with these sneakers. Is that a cheat code, or what are we thinking?
I mean, listen, some people just find comfort wearing different styles of socks. For Johansson, it happens to be no-shows. Or he's barefoot. You never know.
He could be barefoot. I wouldn't put it past him. But, I mean, that sounds like a nice shot there at the end of the buzzer. But it sounds like a lot of blisters and rubbed elbow or ankles and heels.
If it,
my God.
Jesus, in the event that Johansson is sockless, I would imagine he probably, he probably uses some kind of talcum powder in order to keep his feet dry to at least prevent some of the potential blistering and whatnot.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He has 26 points tonight. It's not even the fourth quarter. He's definitely going for 30 tonight. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not gonna knock him for whatever he chooses to do, but it's just a little abnormal, is what I'll say. But I mean, he's getting the job done. Hubba Breezy said, "In funky feet, forget that locker room." Oh my goodness, a second chance opportunity again. Johansson on a putback dunk, good for 28 points tonight.
Johansson, I would say Johansson's playing absolutely out of his mind, but the man averages 16 a game, so he's close to, well, okay, I guess he is kind of playing out of his mind. He's close to double that total at the moment, as I believe Oregon State going to call another timeout here.
Yeah, he's averaging 16 a game. He had 18 at half. He's just putting up one heck of a performance, a much-needed performance, especially in conference tournaments, regardless of who you're playing.
Yeah, Johansson showing out, trying to make a push for a, potential player of the year nod, maybe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, he'll check out of the game now with 28. Sure, he'll get one more stint in at least, with just under 2 to play in the game. Davidson's going to dribble his way out to the perimeter, find himself a 3-ball after the offense was not looking as motioned as he would like. It's going to be a good 3, though, in the lead up to 14.
Yeah, if I were USC, I would definitely pull Johansson and have him play the entire fourth quarter, try and seal this lead. Coriander, by the way, 10 points in his own right, 5 for 5 from the field. He's going to go to the line for at least one. I didn't see if the shot was drained or not.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Chance for a 3-point play here. But for Z was looking for the 3, didn't get it. And our boy here said, "I got you." Offensive rebound, put back, and one extremely long timeout. He does complete the 3-point play, so it's back down to an 11-point game. Diesel checks back in the game now for USC. Now, to have a rotation of Diesel and Johansson and Curry and Davidson II, is there a better big man group that I can think of?
Not that I can think of offhand without doing like a deep dive into things.
Well, I know the boys in North Carolina have a run for their money, but other than that, I can't think.
Yeah, this is definitely one of, if not the strongest, four-man big man group here in the CSBA. As Frazee gets a nice layup in transition to drop the lead back down to single digits.
Yeah, wake up, everybody. It's now a 9-point game. Just under a minute left to play in this third. The rest of this third is going to be crucial for the Beavers. Let's see if they can build a dam down there. One block. It's not going to be good enough to retain possession as Diesel finds his way. I'm super curious for the offensive rebounding numbers because, I mean, it's going to be embarrassing, to say the least. Tubman, nice dunk there for Oregon State. Not going to go 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, USC going to hold on to this for as long as possible.
Trying to find one good shot. Davidson saw him knock down a wing 3.
12 seconds separate shot and game clock. We might see a violation here. No! Gets it up just in time.
Off in time. Missed, though. Sniper just inside the perimeter. Leaving 4.5 on the clock, but I mean, hey, you got a really good look, so you can't pass that up.
And we're probably just going to see a heave here from midcourt. That one almost went in, though. Let's be honest.
And Chris unable to knock it down. Can't blame him, though. So you had 6 guys at the scorer's table ready to check in, but they'll have to wait until the second half. Or the end of the the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's been a long day. But here we are, a 7-point lead in favor of the Trojans over Oregon State. Make sure you put your 4s in the chat as we head into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. I assume it's going to be an alley-oop. Brewer over to Johansson. Johansson, and it is good.
That was some kind of backwards pass.
He has eyes in the back of his head. You heard a little bit of Drake in the stadium. Quick nod to Drake. Johnson in for USC to start the fourth. Henderson's going to turn the ball over to start the fourth. Hellman back on the floor with Burmeister. Over to Eggers. He's had a good offensive night tonight. The 1-2 punch here. Hellman having the screen. Shot attempt no good. Foul on Davidson. Reminder, Hellman does have 4 fouls. One more and he is gone.
Yeah, Davidson picking up his second or third. So he's starting to find himself potentially in a bit of foul trouble as well.
Let's see if Hellman can knock these down. I know Oregon State has had a tough time at the free throw line tonight. Knocks down the first one. Already eclipsing their point total in this last matchup between the two. Oregon State only put up 61. Start of the fourth quarter, they already are at 64. If he makes this, it's back to a 5-point game, which seems to be that number for Oregon State. They can't get past it. They can't get over it. It's back down to 5. Let's see if they can cut into the lead some more with the defensive stop.
Yeah, I'd love to see a big block, a big steal out of Oregon State here.
Cross. Oh, my goodness. That's not what you wanted to see if you're Oregon State. But USC, that's definitely what you want to see. And one, Bo Cross going to go to the line for one more.
Yeah, or Bo Cross could just find himself an absolute 4-lane highway to the basket here.
Uncontested until the very last minute. A little too late for Burmeister. That's Bo on Bo crime there. Bo Cross.
A lot of that tonight.
Yeah. Do you think they have beef with each other or no?
A somewhat bitter rivalry. Let's put it that way.
Because, I mean, I'm just trying to put it in perspective. I know people that have my name. I'm a little bit beefy with them. Just because, I don't know. Is that just the toxic masculinity?
Listen, a name's a name.
That is true. Speaking of names, Diesel, LaDante. Good for 2 there. USC backs the leads back up to 9.
Like I can understand why there may be some like built-in rivalry there because you have the same name, but at the same time, it's not something you can exactly like
Control.
stake yeah, you can really stake like a hey, this name is mine and mine alone kind of thing.
Oh my God, a no call, which could have been either a foul or a travel, but neither called. Missing the shot to Oregon State. Hellman controlling the ball now. Has the ISO. We're going to have some motion now. Kicks out the Eggers top of the key. Just under 10 seconds left in the shot clock. 5 remaining now. We're going to have a nice screen, but no, it is blocked. Davidson is second. Just get that out of here.
Yeah, Davidson with a nice little, call it a poke check to knock that one out of bounds. Oregon State going to maintain possession, though, with 2.8 on the shot clock, so going to have to jack one up pretty quickly after the inbound.
Burmeister with a questionable shot form, but an undeniable shot miss. Cross kicks down to Davidson the second. His layup, that's going to be good for 2. USC's lead back up to 11 without Johansson on the floor.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like Oregon State going to find themselves with a bit of a death sentence here. Down 11 with just under 6 to go with Johansson on the bench still. Davidson really kind of picking up where Johansson left off. Oregon State, though, of course, not going to go out without a fight here.
Well, if there's any positive, they didn't give up any offensive rebounds on that trip. But negative,
yeah,
they didn't convert on the other end. Cross going to find an easy layup. 5.5 left to play. Still another chance. You see Johansson on the scores table, though. Going to have a timeout, Oregon State. USC, nice lead here for them. coming out of the break. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch. If you are enjoying this game and you watched last game, we got 2 more tonight for you. Michigan State taking on Ohio State, and then later Minnesota taking on Illinois. Those times are in the bottom right of your screen, so make sure you check those out. This is the last Pac-12 matchup of the night. Huff's going to have to huff one up. No good. In and out. Johansson already in and already with a rebound. In transition, he's 2 points away from 30. This may be it here, and it is. He has 30 on the night.
Yeah, the lead now 15 for USC, and I think with Johansson on the court, this is going to be potentially the end of the season for Oregon State. There's a maybe chance that they get to the final dance, but with a performance like tonight, it is looking somewhat unlikely that that will be the case.
Yeah, USC has 20 nails in the coffin, looking for the final 21st. Missing, forcing a bad shot attempt and a miss from Oregon State, and it's going to result in another transition bucket for USC in the lead up to 17.
Yeah, the daggers just keep plunging through the heart of Oregon State here as the lead now up to 17 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Burmeister seeing a double team, which is kind of disrespectful. I mean, I understand it, though. You don't want to have him score, but leaving Eggers wide open. But still, seeing the double team, USC is just not leaving any room for opportunity of this lead to be blown. Again, I should say, they had a double-digit lead earlier, and it got back down to 5. But they're not trying to have that happen again. A foul is going to send Huff to the line. Johansson on the negative end of that call. Going to foul the shooter, send him to the line after they convert. Trying to make this a 3-point play.
Also, Hellman still in the game, hasn't gotten that 5th foul yet, so good on him for really cleaning up here at the end of the game.
Now that you mentioned it, he's going to foul in this possession right here.
Shh.
Henderson's not even giving him an opportunity. Quick shot there. And Oregon State with another miss from the free throw line. I know it's not going to be enough difference to, to make up the gap in the lead, but I feel like with their missed free throws, it could be a drastically different game, but with this guy on the floor, it doesn't matter. Johansson with another dunk, 32 on the night for him.
He has officially doubled his point per game total in this one now.
Oregon State with another timeout. Just under 3 to go. I'm yawning because it's been a long day, not because I'm bored, trust. 17-point lead is what the USC Trojans are taking into this timeout. See the player of the game.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's unanimously Bjorn Johansson. 32 points on the night. A plethora of dunks.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a double-double, maybe even threatening a triple-double, depending on his assist or block numbers here.
Yeah, I know he had 1 block for sure in the first quarter. Cross, huge defensive effort, and they're just not letting go of the break. I mean, pedal to the metal. It may be broke at this point, unable to press the brakes. Straight on gas.
What brakes? This Trojan horse has no brakes. What are you on about?
That is true. Very true. Hellman able to find his way into 2 points into the lane. He's good for 10 tonight. Now in double figures with Burmeister. I think Tubman is flirting with a 10-point performance tonight. Henderson, he loves that spot. I mean, rightfully so. He's knocked down another shot.
Back up to 17. It looked for a time that Oregon State had an opportunity, but especially here in the fourth quarter, USC just slammed the accelerator through the wood paneling of the horse, and it just said, you know what, this is fine.
Yeah, it's like that SpongeBob meme whenever you're in the room full of fire saying, this is fine, I'm fine. Something like that. But USC just not even letting Oregon State with an opportunity in this fourth quarter. They're almost, they are well above their season average, rather. Excuse me. I thought I said 89, but it's 81.9. So well over that, looking to get 90. Diesel with an easy mismatch over Hellman. You're going to see a late double team, doesn't matter. He's going to rise right over him, flexing his way down the floor. 16 points for him.
Yeah, would like to point out though, Oregon State currently matched their season average at 69.
Nice. Yes, they are at their season average. Gonna definitely need to be well above that though to play against this USC team. For Z, he's had an off night after hitting his first three, missing that mid-range as well. At this point, it's just about who can extend the possession the longest. Both teams pretty much knowing the outcome of this one. 19-point game, just under a minute left. You're gonna see the substitutes coming in at the next dead ball. Another offensive rebound. Oh my goodness. And an alley-oop. Yeah. Oh my God, they're not done. I'm sorry.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
34. Johansson.
This USC team feeling the winds of change. We'll see some rebrands and restructuring for next season. This USC team going to be rebranding to Iowa State next year. Going to be moving to the Big 12, the likes of Kansas, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, and Baylor.
Cyclones ready to get into action and ready to rewrite some history, or write some new history, I should say. This one's just going to be dribbled out, though, respectfully so. Players on the score table never going to see the game again. It's going to end Oregon State's conference tournament chances and advance USC's. And I think we already know what this stat sheet's going to look like, but we will still go over it after we check out some highlights. So enjoy these highlights, and we'll be right back with the breakdown. All right, live from the team comparison. The first thing I'm going to look at is the offensive rebound. 17. Good for USC. So 28 plus 17, you can do the math there. I think it's 45.
45.
45.
Yeah. 45 to 23. 22 rebounds over Oregon State. Definitely one of the biggest difference makers, of course. As well, 16 points off of 9 turnovers is absolutely huge.
Yeah, and I want to make it a point that Oregon State forced turnovers too. They just didn't score with them. 8 for 8. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. But I mean, the tail of the game here is the second chance points. You take away 20 second chance points, then you have a 1-point game. So definitely USC's ability to get on the board offensively and create those second chance opportunities and to convert on them is what won them the game. 66 points in the paint. That's almost more than Oregon State's total. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. I would like to give credit where credit's due, though, and I did allude to it whenever Oregon State made that comeback early on. The bench unit here for Oregon State outshining the USC bench by 20 points. So the Beavers definitely had an opportunity, but I think during the halftime break, some adjustments were made in the rotations for USC that didn't really allow that gap to increase any further.
You are correct, my friend. That is a big difference, 36 bench points for Oregon State, and you called that right on the nose in live action, so impressive for that, and give you props for that as well. But pretty lopsided box score. You see the 6 missed free throws, too, for Oregon State, and 3 of 11 for 3. Both teams only knocking down 3 threes, but you saw what USC did with the points in the paint. I'll give you the nods for the Oregon State, and then I can go through the USC if you would like.
Yeah, leading scorer here for Oregon State, Coriander, perfect from the field, got that 1 free throw to go as well. 11 points, 2 rebounds, and a block to his credit. Tyler Hellman, 10 points, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, though definitely didn't help matters for Oregon State, had 4 fouls on the night as well. Bo Burmeister the second, 10 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and a steal to his name. Kayvon Tubman with 9 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Tubman all over the place in this one. Elijah Frazee, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Donovan Sniper also 8 points, 2 assists, and a steal to his credit. Benedict Eggers with 7 points and a steal on 3 of 9 shooting. Jaden Huff, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. John Lee, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a steal. And last but not least, Gabe Ford, no points to his credit, but did get 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block to his name.
And then heading on over to the USC Trojans, the man of the hour, you said it, double-double for sure. 34 points, 15 for 17 on the night, 11 boards. Oh my goodness, this is the best performance I've seen so far in the CSBA. 4 blocks to go along with him as well. He won every single matchup that he was faced up against tonight. Dante Diesel also with a double-double, 16 points, 14 boards. But you would expect an inflated number in boards, definitely taking in consideration the discrepancy between the two teams. 10 points for Blaze Henderson, 3 assists, 2 steals to go along with him, 5 for 8 on the night. Bo Cross, 9 points and 7 assists for him, 4 for 7 on the night. 3 for 7 is Greg Davison, 7 points, 4 boards, 2 blocks, and a steal for him. 5 points, 6 boards, and 8 assists for Petey Johnson. Petey Johnson's actually tied with Bo Cross for leading the team in assists. So Bo Cross got 7, Petey Johnson got 8. So actually, as of now, Petey Johnson will be leading the team in assists after 2 nights. So Stephen Curry Jr., 3 points, a steal, a block, and a turnover for him, 1 for 1 on the night. Didn't have the perfect night, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, though. Emmanuel Brewer, 2 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, and a turnover for him. And Justin Chris, 2 points, 4 assists, 1 for 7 on the night. An atrocious shooting performance, but doesn't matter whenever your team is up 21. Last but not least, Nick Brummer, 2 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 for 4 on the night. So last look, we'll end it off here in team comparison. Aaron, anything to say?
I mean, USC gonna look forward to next week against Arizona State. Made a big statement in this one with momentum moving forward. Of course, in the earlier game, saw Oregon State get the upset. They're gonna take on Gonzaga. So stick around for the remainder of this Pac-12 tournament. Going to have some exciting games coming up here.
And stick around later tonight, too. Coming up very soon, you have Michigan State taking on Ohio State, and the finale tonight, Minnesota taking on Illinois. I'm Dalton, joined with Aaron. Thank you all for joining the CSBA, and we will catch you soon.